A commercial steel tank holding 50,000 gallons costs between $30,000 and $45,000 installed. A polyethylene version carrying 5,000 runs 1.50 per gallon and starts breaking down under sunlight the moment you fill it. In 2021, thousands of those plastic containers split apart across Texas during the February freeze. There's a third option most American homesteaders stopped building after World War II. It stores 50,000. In materials, 8,000 to 12,000. No cracking, no UV damage, no winter failures, and it lasts a century. The method is called Ferrocement. Romans understood the principle. A French engineer perfected it in 1848. What's your current storage setup? Joseph Louis Lambot was a French engineer working near Miraval, France in 1848 when he built a small rowboat out of cement-coated wire mesh and floated it on a pond. He wasn't trying to revolutionize water storage. He was looking for a material that wouldn't rot, rust, or require constant maintenance. What he discovered, almost accidentally, was a structural principle that would eventually be used to build ships, grain silos, water tanks, and housing across 6 continents. Mortar applied over a tight matrix of steel mesh produces a composite material with properties neither element possesses alone. The cement provides compressive strength. The steel mesh provides tensile resistance, the ability to flex under load without cracking. Combined in thin layers, the result is a shell that weighs far less than conventional reinforced concrete, can be formed into any shape, and becomes stronger over time as the cement continues to cure in the presence of moisture. Italian engineer Pier Luigi Nervi applied ferrocement construction to large-scale structures in the 1940s, building boat hulls, warehouse roofs, and stadium structures that proved the method's viability at scale. His documented work through the 1950s attracted attention from engineers across the developing world looking for construction methods that didn't require industrial equipment or imported materials. By the 1970s, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization had published construction manuals for ferrocement water storage cisterns specifically aimed at rural communities in arid regions. Their documented installations across East Africa, South Asia, and Latin America showed structures holding 10,000 to 100,000 gallons built by unskilled community labor at material costs a fraction of commercial alternatives. The American off-grid and homesteading community discovered the method through the back-to-land movement of the 1970s, then largely forgot it when cheap polyethylene tanks became widely available in the 1980s. That forgetting is now costing American property owners thousands of dollars. Here's what polyethylene tank manufacturers don't put in their brochures. Ultraviolet light degrades polyethylene at a molecular level from the first day of sun exposure. Manufacturers typically rate their tanks for 10 to 15 years of outdoor service life under normal UV conditions. In Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, and New Mexico, where UV index regularly hits the highest measurable levels in the continental United States, that degradation timeline accelerates. A 5,000-gallon poly tank purchased today for $7,500 will need replacement in 10 to 15 years. The replacement costs the same. The installation costs the same again. Over 50 years, that single storage unit costs $25,000 to $37,500 in purchase and replacement cycles, and never holds more than 5,000 gallons. The February 2021 Texas freeze demonstrated a second failure mode. Above-ground polyethylene tanks exposed to sustained below-freezing temperatures develop stress fractures as the water inside expands during freezing. Texas homesteaders reported widespread poly tank failures during that event, storage systems built for Texas climate that failed precisely during the crisis when water storage mattered most. If real numbers like that change how you look at your own setup, stick around. The build steps are next, and hitting subscribe now means you won't lose this one in the feed. A subterranean ferrocement cistern addresses both failure modes simultaneously. Buried 3 to 4 feet below the surface, below the frost line across most of the continental United States, the structure never experiences UV exposure. The cement shell hardens and strengthens over time rather than degrading. The thermal mass of surrounding Earth keeps internal temperature at a stable 55 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, below freezing point by a margin that makes freeze cracking physically impossible regardless of surface conditions. That same freeze killed polyethylene across the state. It had no effect on properly buried ferrocement. Here's the complete construction method. Broken down simply. Ferrocement cistern construction follows a 5-step sequence that requires basic masonry skills, no specialized equipment, and materials available at any building supply yard. Step 1. Excavation. Dig the cistern footprint to the required depth, typically 3 to 4 feet below frost line, plus the interior height of the structure. A 50,000-gallon cylindrical cistern requires approximately 20 feet in diameter and 14 feet of depth. Excavation on most American homestead properties runs $800 to $1,500 with a rented mini excavator. Step 2. Base slab. Pour a 4-inch reinforced concrete base with rebar grid at 6-inch spacing. This forms the floor of the cistern. Standard concrete mix. Cure for 72 hours minimum before wall construction begins. Step 3. Wire mesh framework. Stand welded wire mesh panels vertically around the cistern perimeter, securing them to rebar uprights driven into the base slab. Layer chicken wire tightly over the welded mesh. 2 layers of wire create the matrix that holds the mortar. Total steel investment per 50,000-gallon build, approximately $1,200 to $1,800 in wire and rebar. Step 4. Mortar application. Mix Portland cement and clean sand at a 1:2 ratio, 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, with a waterproofing additive such as Zypex or crystalline silica compound. Apply mortar in 2 passes. A scratch coat pressed firmly through the wire matrix from inside, followed by a finish coat from outside. Total wall thickness, 1.5 to 2 inches. Cure under damp burlap for 7 days minimum. Step 5. Waterproofing and filling. Apply 2 coats of potable water-safe cementitious waterproofing to interior surfaces. Install inlet, outlet, overflow, and access hardware. Backfill surrounding earth for thermal insulation and structural support. Total material cost for a 50,000-gallon build, $8,000 to $12,000. The math across a 50-year ownership period is direct. A commercial corrugated steel tank with vinyl liner holding 50,000 gallons costs $30,000 to $45,000 installed. Vinyl liners require replacement every 15 to 20 years at $3,000 to $8,000 per replacement cycle. Across 50 years, total cost runs $36,000 to $61,000, and the structure itself may require full replacement depending on steel corrosion conditions. A properly constructed ferrocement cistern at the same capacity costs $8,000 to $12,000 in materials plus labor. Maintenance across 50 years consists of periodic inspection and minor crack repair using standard hydraulic cement, a 40 material available at any hardware store. The documented lifespan of properly cured ferrocement in non-aggressive soil conditions exceeds 75 to 100 years based on structural assessments of existing installations built in the 1940s and 1950s that remain in active service today. The Federal Emergency Management Agency's post-2021 Texas freeze assessment documented water supply failure as one of the primary secondary crises affecting rural properties during extended grid outages. Properties with buried cistern storage, regardless of construction method, maintained household water supply through the entire event. Properties dependent on above-ground tanks and pressure systems tied to electric pumps did not. For any American homesteader, rural property owner, or off-grid operation currently dependent on polyethylene tanks or municipal water connection, the Ferrocement method offers the highest storage capacity per dollar of any construction approach available. The USDA Rural Development Program currently offers low-interest loan financing for water storage infrastructure improvements on qualifying rural properties. The Natural Resources Conservation Service EQIP program provides cost-share funding for water storage installations on agricultural operations meeting program requirements. The material knowledge is free. The construction skills are learnable in a weekend. A cistern built this fall stores water for the next 100 years. Before you go, if this is the kind of build you'd actually want walked through step by step on camera, tell us in the comments and hit subscribe, because that's exactly what's coming next. Lambert's 1848 wire and cement rowboat is still floating somewhere in a French museum. The same material principle, applied underground on your property, stores 50,000 gallons for 100 years at 8,000 in materials. The commercial tank industry never wanted you to know this math existed. Now you do. Subscribe.